Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for well to spit on it there.
Easily, and the side is retired. Into the box now is Dustin Pedroia as he'll lead off the home half of inning number 1.
Second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
Chopped weakly to the left. Taken there by Escobar, and the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Batting second.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He's got that average up near the swell. Harold, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in hoping to get back on the beam as they've dropped 3 straight.
Yeah, they're on a small losing streak, but it could lead to a long one if you don't sit there and say, all right, it stops right here. We got to put it.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with a fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he lost him. Ball 4 as Harper will reach. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty.
Well, he's got himself a little bit of a jam right here, Matt. He's got 2 on, nobody out. Look, I want to get a double play ball. Just pitch the contact, get the double play here.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Center fielder, George Springer.
Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
Brandon Crawford.
Sent on the ground out to second. Reyes relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Will Myers. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
First baseman, Will Myers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Sorum with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Into the windup and the pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
And he buries a breaking ball that time. Good pitch, and it's 0-2. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Got him. Stepping into the box, Chris Young. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Swing and a liner, but this will be foul.
Oh, he saw that changeup really nice. He just wasn't able to keep it fair.
And a swing and a miss by Young, as he's prone to do, and he falls behind here 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Chop foul over towards the dugout.
Well, when you're hitting with two strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
Chop foul right at home plate. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike. Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. Batting average for him on the season, standing in the 320s, entering action today. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. Ramos gathers it. He'll throw down to first, one away. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Willingham, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry, and that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit. Here's Joey Gallo now, and a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he just misses with a curveball.
After two breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And he struck him out. In now, Yasmani Grandal. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Slapped hard the opposite way. Young is there, and he'll make the catch to So coming to the plate, Yunel Escobar. 7-8-9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third.
Yunel Escobar.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Crawford into shallow center. One away. So the base is empty here with one away. And stepping in at the shortstop, Jose Reyes. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit in the air to straightaway center. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2. Here's Brock Holt now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Hit to first. Martinez is right there, and he is out on the tag. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He'll match up with Blake Snell now to lead off the inning.
Second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. Now a ball lined to the left side. But foul.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ends up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off. That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The 0-2 once more. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Bryce Harper reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Oh, and he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike 2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Lifted the other way to left center. And Kemp will look this one in for route number 2. And with 2 gone now, it'll be up to Victor Martinez here.
Victor Martinez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a soft liner, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. And the inning extended for George Springer to bat next. And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble. Stepping in and ready for another shot, George Springer. 0 for 1 here in the early going. In the dirt here. And he is safe at second, and the wild pitch here could prove costly with 2 away. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Here's Craig Gentry. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
San Francisco, the designated hitter, Craig Gentry.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Under it now is Crawford, and Brandon's got it for the first down.
Center fielder Kevin
into the windup and the pitch. Kevin Kiermaier stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw gets him. 2 down. So here's Matt Kemp now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This is skied into short left center. Springer has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
The shortstop, number 35.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Gets a small piece near the plate. That's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Holt moving to his right. Throw to first is in time for the first down. Here's Hanley Ramirez looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's a fastball chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side. Young back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Willingham. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike 1. Now the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, and he goes down to get the fastball as this is hit well out to deep left center field, and he is going to ride this one right out of here. Home run. picked him in his first try.
Joey Gallo.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Tell you what, I'm already taking inventory in the fourth inning here, Matt. His secondary pitch has really been effective. He's used it well.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Ready for another chance? Will Myers. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
First baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Wilson Ramos.
Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Up next for the Giants.
Here's Chris Young. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Popped high in the air. Martinez is there for it. Grandal. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
That's a bad approach right there. Look, you may get that pitch later in the at-bat. If you're going to take a swing first pitch, it's got to be a ball you can drive. And that was not the pitch. If you're able to locate your fastball like that, you're going to have a good game. I'm not surprised to look up and say he's having a good game right now because he's been spotting that fastball pretty good most of the game.
Throw by Reyes is right there for the first down. Ready once again, Dustin Pedroia. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Hit hard back up the middle. And this will get on through past Reyes for a base hit. Here's Bryce Harper now. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike 1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Oh, and a look what I found out there on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Victor Martinez. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang. Standing in, George Springer. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. And this will be off the wall out near the 3:30 marker. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game. And he's safe. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yunel Escobar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Yunel Escobar.
Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1.
He's putting on the clinic. We may as well say, here comes the batter. Strike 1, because everybody's 0-1. The first pitch strike, he's thrown a first pitch strike to every hitter in this game. When you do that, forget about it. 0-1, what a place to pitch from.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Popped up. Calling for it, Martinez. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Here's Brock Holt now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. on. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Boy, Matt, he's making this good team look silly. He's about one pitch away. I mean, one good strike from getting all the way through the 6th inning, shutting these guys down. Really nice job.
And he'll just waste one there. 1-2. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the count. Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. Heading out towards shallow right. And Young is right there to make the play for out number 1. Ready for another chance? Willingham. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Well, he swung right through that on that changeup. The changeup is a tough pitch to swing at for the first pitch because you haven't measured his velocity yet. So you don't know what you're going to see coming your direction.
1 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Here's Joey Gallo now, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. It seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
And he'll make it back to first as the throw won't get him. Striding in once again, Yasmani Grandal. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. And this is fouled back and out of play. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Oh, and ouch. That one drilled him. Ready for another shot now. Dustin Pedroia looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. The Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play.
Hitting off for the Giants.
First delivery to him on the way.
Craig
Gentry is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1.
That pitch right there, Matt, 100%. Every hitter, listen to this, every hitter in the game, he's throwing a first pitch strike to. That's ridiculous.
Swing and a ball chop foul down the left side.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Center fielder.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Well, he got the leadoff guy inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Harper has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Up next for
Ready once again, Matt Kemp. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
I like how he wasted that pitch. It was close enough to tempt the hitter to swing, but now you got him thinking, will he come back with another fastball? You got him set up. Off speed, hard pitch, anything now.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think it's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
And Crawford will make the play. And digging in to try it again, Bryce Harper. And we thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least one more hitter.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Matty, but I think this lefty-lefty matchup right here may have been enough to convince the manager to stay with him. So we'll see if it works out.
Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike one. Line drive to center field, and he will reach down to put this one away. Good job of hanging with it there for the first out. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line, and this is a fair ball as it heads toward the 330 sign in right. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double. Trying to pick things up where we left off, George Springer. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Lifted in the air to right field. Young is there, 2 down. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Stepping in, Brandon Crawford. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is... Here's Will Myers. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one.
First baseman, Will Myers.
Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt.
On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed the guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
What the fuck?
First is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Wilson Ramos.
Digging in once again, Wilson Ramos. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Here's Chris Young. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And the changeup is way low that time. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And that's waved at and missed 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. As a ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Popped up. Pedroia on the move. 2 gone. Pitch inside the throw. And try as he might, but he can't escape the... Here's Hanley Ramirez. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Left fielder, Hanley Ramirez.
Swing and a miss, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss and a ball down.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that 2-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Another 0-2 home. Again, he sends it out of play. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for the shortstop Reyes. A quick out number one. Stepping up to the plate, Willingham. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. And that's swung on and missed for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score at 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Joey Gallo is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And he struck him out. His 8th punt. Ready now, Yunel Escobar. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Yunel Escobar.
Into the windup and the pitch. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Popped up. And this will be taken by Pedroia for out number 2. Now to the plate, Brock Holt. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Chop foul wide of first. Here's the 0-1. Soft liner to the right side, and that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So the 2-out base hit on the top of the inning is still alive.
Now batting.
Here's Craig Gentry. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Runners on the move for second, and he pops up the bunt attempt. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that'll get down for a base hit. Long throw to third. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. So coming to the plate, Kevin Kiermaier trying to cash in here on this 2-out rally. Couple of men in scoring position with 2 away. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
That is a filthy combination. High 90s with the fastball, and then that nasty curveball. It's almost unhittable, almost unfair to the hitter.
Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and the rally falls just short as they will strand the possible. bats in the business go at it next on the show. Now batting, Kevin Pillar.
Leading off for
He will
Toronto,
lead this one off today.
center fielder, number 11, Kevin Pillar.
And we are underway from Fenway as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Hard hit ball to second. Ramirez is there. And he's retired, one away. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. Into the windup and the pitch. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now a flare out toward right center. In there, a base hit. Stepping into the box, Josh Donaldson. Man at first for him following the one-out single. Tries to go the other way, but this ought to be a routiner out in right. Griffey is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. Here's the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Ah, and he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string of the breaking ball, and the inning is over. Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman, Wade Boggs.
On the ground softly towards second. Coughlin is up with it, and a good throw gets him one gone. So the base is empty here with one away, and here's the switch hitting catcher Jorge Posada. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 on its way to Posada. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Bautista is back to the track as he takes it for route number 2. Digging in now, Ken Griffey Jr. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Bautista going back at the track. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double. Ready now, Evan Longoria. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. From the belt, kicks and deals. Runner goes for third. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Near the stands, and he digging in the switch hitter, Justin Smoke. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
That's a pretty good break right there, breaking all the way across the zone. Now it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time, but man, that's a nasty snapdragon hook right there.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Again, he sends it out of play. Another one sent foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Batting second, the left fielder, number
Kendrys Morales comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0. In there, 2-1.
You're sitting 2-0 in that situation. You get the fastball, but it's not the location you want, so you lay off it. I love that. That's great discipline hitting.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Russell Martin will be next. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And another foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4. From the stretch, Russell Martin comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And there's a swing and a miss by Martin as he falls behind now, 0-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed, 1-2 now. 1-2, here it comes. The big curveball just misses apparently, ball 2. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Grounded to short. Bogarts has it, and he's safe. Standing in, Joe Biagini. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. And that's going to fall for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And it's there, but it's dropped at the plate. And the runs across to score, and the Jays will take an early 1-0 lead.
Jesus Christ.
The center fielder,
Kevin Pillar is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
He's already given up a run. He's got a runner on. He's got to put this guy.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead. Digging in for his second at-bat, Troy Tulowitzki. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. And this one misses to Tulowitzki. It's a ball and a strike. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Griffey going back on it to the track. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So striding in, Jose Ramirez. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
second baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Hard liner to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Left fielder,
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. And this is low, ball 1. Lifted in the air to center. Pilar is there, 2 gone. Here's Xander Bogarts now. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
Bogart.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul.
Beat my ass.
0-2 home now to Bogarts. Ground ball left side. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Josh Donaldson. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. And the third inning begins with a changeup that misses. It's a ball to no strikes. Pitch popped up. Longoria is going to get there. 1 away. Digging in, Jose Bautista. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Ready for another chance? Justin Smoke. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Into the box now, Ken Griffey. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Right fielder, Ken Griffey.
Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. And Tulowitzki takes this one for the first out. Digging in, Catfish Hunter, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. This one's down to third. And this is going to find its way into left for a one-out knock.
Fucking
So
pitcher is one of my best
turns
hitters.
over with one away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
Now batting.
At the plate, Wade Boggs. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Hit down the line at first. Step on the bag for one, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Digging in to try it again, Jorge Posada. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball one.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch. That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Swinging a little blooper to center. And Tulowitzki will make the catch. Into the box now, Kendrys Morales. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw gets him. Stepping up now, Chris Coghlan.
Second baseman, Chris Coghlan.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. That one's in there on the black. 2-1.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Leading off the inning, Ken Griffey Jr. And they'll need him to get something going here. Tapped up the first baseline. He's got to hurry, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So coming to the plate, Evan Longoria comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Takes this the other way to right. In is Batista, but this gets down a base hit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
And a fastball runs a bit too far inside as he's got to step out of harm's way there. Fouled straight back. The 1-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Tulowitzki for 1. Relay to first in time. So stepping in, Joe Biagini. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-1.
He's really throwing the ball well in this game, and the thing to me that stands out is that two-seamer. He's got great movement, and he's keeping hitters off balance with it.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth with a punch-out, one away.
Kevin
Villar is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Swing, and oh my, hit him with the height. On to Lansdowne and gone. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And this one misses to Tulowitzki. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Ramirez ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Here's the third base. Into the windup and the pitch. Now Donaldson with a drive. That's well hit to deep left field. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. On its way is pitch number 75. And he lays off for ball 1.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Breaking ball somehow misses the outside. 2-2. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out. Coming to the plate now, Xander Bogaerts. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth. On the ground up the middle. And that'll get on past Tulowitzki. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the fifth. Now at the plate, Ken Griffey comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Swing and a line drive. But this is foul near the seats. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he'll get back in safely. Ready with the 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And Tulowitzki takes this one for the first out.
Now batting, catcher
Gary Sanchez will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Up high in the air. Coughlin there to grab it as that becomes out number 2. Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. This ball will be chopped foul. A runner on first with 2 away. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is 1 pitch away from throwing 5 shutout innings. Talk about dominant work so far.
A little bouncer, but it gets foul. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And look out. He has to back away there and then give a little glare out to the mound. It's ball 2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Donaldson. Denny Farquhar takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Ready once again, Justin Smoke. Struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Number 8.
Kendrys Morales stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. A high fastball is in there. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Morales is retired. 2 down now.
Catcher number 55.
Ready for another chance? Russell Martin. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And a fastball just a bit up. And this pitch is taken by Martin as the count moves to 2-1 now. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Posada. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Jorge Posada.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Digging in to try it again, Ken Griffey Jr. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Throw into second. Throw just does beat him to the bag, and that was pretty close. Ready for another shot now, Evan Longoria. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's set. Here it comes. And now Longoria with a big swing and a drive in the air to deep left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both the lefty and the right-hander begin to throw. Just got a piece to the right side. Gonna be a tough play. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in once again, Andrew Benintendi. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Now in the box, Xander Bogaerts. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. And Bautista will make the catch to retire. Striding in once again, Chris Coghlan. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Very weakly on the ground. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it is Griffey. 1 out. Now to the plate, Joe Biagini. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. 0-1, here it comes. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Center fielder, number 11.
Kevin Pillar is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And that Pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. Takes this the other way to right, but he will close fast out there in right field as he comes on to put it away, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Ken Griffey. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Right fielder, Ken.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now another 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. But there to take it in is Tulowitzki, and that's the first down of the inning. Hanley Ramirez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Now a line drive to short, but caught out there by Tulowitzki. And they're certainly hitting the ball hard enough, just not finding any holes here. 2 away now.
And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, but that'll be off the right field wall. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. So a runner at second, 2 down now. And here's the switch hitting Jorge Posada. From the belt, the pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Here's the 0-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
Boy, that was a good pitch right there, and a good job of spoiling it, too.
The 0-2 once more. Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. Coughlin ranges to his left, and nothing will come of the 2-out. Sunhwan has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Troy Tulowitzki is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning 1-0. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Here it comes. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Into the windup and the pitch. Josh Donaldson is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow.
1 sec as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. And this is poured in at the letters, 2-1 now. Takes a high fastball for a strike. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Now batting,
Justin Smoke is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the 1st strike. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And he'll strike out here yet again as it's been. Joe Smith is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Coming to the plate now, Ken Griffey Jr. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Bautista looks up. Gone to lead off the inning. Jason Grilli is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
First baseman number 3, Evan.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier
third. And that's in there for a base hit, his third hit of the game. And now this is bobbled in left. Now at the plate, Jose Ramirez. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Villar's there. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Standing in, Andrew Benintendi. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll dive back in safely. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. On the move is Batista. He makes the running play. 2 down. On to first, and they get the double play. Digging in the switch hitter, Kendrys Morales. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Fouled back. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Griffey waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning. Russell Martin now 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Leaves a slider right over the middle. The 0-1 home to Martin. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Boy, he is just being way too aggressive and not staying with the ball in the zone. He's already got 2 strikeouts, and he comes up there and swings this one out of the zone. Not a good game so far.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Now batting, second baseman
Chris Coghlan is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. Struck him out, so it remains. Roberto Ozuna comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
now pitching and batting in the 8th.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now to start things out against Roberto Ozuna, who for his part goes for the save in this one.
Batting in the 9th spot.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Right fielder number 33.
Settling in now, Ken Griffey. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Popped up. Donaldson on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 26. 1-0.
Yonder Alonso will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Yonder Alonso.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And it bangs off the monster. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hard hit ball to second. Barney fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the ball game is over. Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here, 2 hits, and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays. 4 runs, 7 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the home team, 3 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.